Hi, Anissa Coy here with Firehouse Education and this week's Ask Anissa video column. This week, I actually want to talk about the responses that I got from a couple of Ask Anissa videos in the past. And it was the video that I did talking about, are you making money in your business? And I talked about profit centers. And I got several email questions. So I want to thank you all so much for that. But in general, the main question that I got was people asking, where do I even start? Like, I'm not sure. I understand what you're asking, I think, but I don't even know where to start doing this. And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't been doing it in my business. So a couple things I want to say right off the bat. Number one, kudos to you for admitting that. That has to be really difficult if you're a business owner and you're actually admitting that you've been making money, doing business, rolling it out every day, working your tail off, and you really don't know where you're at, or if what you're doing is really making you the money, or if you're even possibly losing money doing a service. So kudos to you, number one, for admitting that, okay? Because I know that isn't easy. But here's the deal. If we don't know where we're at, here's where you start. First off, you need to know what are the different services that you offer in your business. And I want you to really break it down the minutia here, okay? The more detailed you are, the more facts and data you're gonna have to process. So we don't just say, I do cleaning. Do you content cleaning? Is your content cleaning fire, water, mold, forensic cleaning? What type of cleaning is it? Do you do carpet cleaning? So, do you do commercial versus residential? Do you want to separate out area rugs? Do you want to separate out doing stairs? That kind of thing. The second thing that you're going to need is you're going to need to know what is your profit percentage in each of those different service areas that you do in your business. You know, in other words, when you do carpet cleaning commercial, do you have a 20% profit that you make, or versus residential, do you have a 40% profit margin? Okay. And then with all of that information, you can determine the third thing, which is the really big kicker here. You can determine how much of each of those categories of service that you offer in your business makes up your overall revenue. For instance, if you make 80% profit in water dry out and you make 20% profit in ductwork cleaning, and yet ductwork cleaning is 70% of your business and water dry out's only 30%, you got some things backwards there, okay? So let's say that is a scenario, all right? So now you know, where are my high profit things that I do, services that I offer in my business? What are the really low profit things? And how much overall percentage of each of those items do I bring my gross revenue in from? Once you have that, you've got a few things to figure out. One, is that item a low profit percentage due to lack of productivity? Is it due to lack of planning on your part? Maybe buying materials at a higher cost, for instance, if you planned and shopped around. Maybe it's because you have employees that aren't trained very well, or they're messing around on the job, all right? Or maybe that item just is not a high profit percentage item. For instance, you should know what is the standard for this item. For instance, water dry out, it's nothing to have an 85% profit margin. Forensic cleaning, nothing to have a 90% profit margin. Reconstruction, whether it's water dry out, or I'm not talking about the dry out, I should say water, flood, sewer backup, fire, the reconstruction of a building is generally a 35% profit margin if you sharpen your pencil. So what you need to know is, if you've got a 20-25% profit margin in there, maybe it's because you're just not that efficient with it, or you're not good at that, or skilled well enough at that in your business, or maybe it's just a really low profit margin item, which it is, I'm telling you. So maybe you don't even want to focus on that. Why would you? If you've got 85% water dry out over here, that's where I'd be profit. That's what I'd be focusing on wanting to get more of in my company, okay? So again, you need to know, break down your services, okay? So that you can tell exactly how much revenue you bring in all those services. You need to know, what do you make at the end of the day, your gross profit percentage in each of those categories. And then how much of each of those items make up the overall gross revenue of your business. Now, I just said a lot to you, and I know that, I mean, that was a very simplified, but that's basically the formula. And you can get there and find those numbers out in a lot of different ways. It can be pretty simple. It can get a little bit complicated. And I don't know how big your business is. So obviously, starting out, when you're smaller, that'd be great. It's a whole lot easier to grow when you've already got your system in place for tracking those profit margins. However, I promise you, not doing this is absolutely, I'll guarantee that you're probably working way harder than you need to for a lot less money than you could be making, okay? This was what really, really turned our business around and changed things big time for us in the industry. I've helped a lot of clients over the years do this in their companies and doing no more gross revenue, increase the money that they put in their pocket every single month. And this is a great time, you guys. We're in sometime towards the end of the year 2017 right now. This is a great time to get this down now so that you can really come together. Right now, what are we all doing? We're all making plans, our 2018 marketing and goal setting, right? Well, if you don't have this information in front of you, what we've just been talking about, I'm not sure how you can set those goals and do so properly or set up your marketing strategy, because how do you know what or who you need to be marketing to and what services? All right, well, I really want to thank you so much, all of you, for the emails about the profit centers, and I hope that this really helps give you a basis, somewhere to start. Don't forget, I've been doing this in accounting for 30 years. If you've got some other questions, please hit me up, Anisa@firehouseeducation.com, and I'd love to have a conversation with you about it. And maybe I will feature your next question on the next Ask Anisa video column. All right, you guys, thanks so much again for watching the videos. I appreciate your support. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, get on over there and do that right away, Firehouse Education. And be sure that you are subscribed to rnrmagonline.com's e-newsletter so you get this cool video and lots of other goodies in your email inbox every Friday afternoon. All right, on that note, I will see you on next week's Ask Anisa video column.